Hello everyone, welcome to our channel BISP Solution. So let's start our today's session. So let's see, this is our today's agenda. We will create a discrete definition as well as the process work definition, right? So in our last session we have already seen what is work definition and what is the benefit of this discrete work definition and the process work definition, right? So in today's session we will see how to create it in our manufacturing plant, right? We will see one by one, right? First we'll go with the discrete work definition. So in the discrete work definition, first we have to create the work definition name. After that, we have to create the definition header, right? And after creating the definition header, we can add and edit the operation, right? After defining the header, we have to add the operation in this work definition, and you can add and edit these operation items, right? Because in discrete work definition, initially we have to define the item, right? And you can also add and edit the operation resource, the resource which we are going to describe in this work definition. You can add and edit in this work definition, right? So this is the discrete work definition. And the process work definition, we have to add one more things, that is header is there, operation is also there, and operation item and resources are also there. But one thing is we have to mention in this process work definition, that is uh, output, operation output, right? We'll see how do we define. So in definition, first we have to define the creating the item, which item we want to create. So we define in this discrete, but in process, initially we have to define the output, which output we are going to create in the process of definition, right? So let's start discrete work definition. Let's move to the instance, right? Instance, this is our instance, right? So start with the discrete work definition. So click on this navigator. So go to the supply chain execution and click on this work definition. The discrete uh, work definition and the process work definition, right? Let's 430. So let's switch to organization 430, right? Now in the discrete work definition, first we have to define the name, this definition name. So let's start with this work definition. And we have the task name is manage work definition name. Click on, let's display names define, that is we have defined the data discrete work definition, right? And let's define the internal name, that is data underscore. What is the type? You can define the type, either you can creating the standard, that is you can say the process work definition and the discrete work definition. And if you want to create the work definition as a rework or as a transform, so you can select on this one. So in our upcoming session we'll see the, and this is the end date, right? Now click on this save and close. right? So let's see. So our work definition name is created. You can check it out from here. Yes, this is Tata discrete work definition, right? So let's cancel out from the name, work definition name, right? So we have created the name over here. Now let's go to the create work definition header. So in order to create a work definition header, we have to go to this again task list and click on this manage work definition. Right. Now click on this create icon. Right. So this is a create work definition page. From you can create a process work definition, process manufacturing, or a district manufacturing. Right. This is a work method we have. Right. And either you can create new work definition or you can uh, go with the existing work definition, right? So right now we are going to create new one. So go with the new one and we are going to create the discrete manufacturing district work definition, right? Right. So as you know that whenever you create the district manufacturing, we have to define the item first, right? Which item you want to create in this discrete manufacturing. So let's select our item. Suppose our item is 5080 528, sorry, 5080 528. This is our C date item. So we have the fitness string and the Supremo fitness string. And let's take this 16 bottle case. We are going to perform on this item. So select the record and click OK. Right. So the item gets added in this work definition. Right. So this is the name primary, and you can also select as per your requirement. You can search it out and you can define over here. This is not a mandatory field, right? And work definition. So earlier we have created this one, that is Tata discrete manufacturing. So this is our discrete work definition name. We have to provide over here, right? And this is the file of this definition, right? Work definition is discrete work definition. Right? So this is the basic information we have to provide, and we have the store. So you can define as your completion subunitary, right? Click on this next. So we define this work definition header. Now let's go to the operations, right? Right. You can see this is the operation. You can add and you can operation over here. Now let's add one operation for that. Right. So what is the code of this standard operation? As we know that we already created in our previously setups in the sessions how to create this standard operation. We already knows, right? And click on this code. What is the code? Right. So we have the bottling, right? And the work center is already mentioned in this, right? And let's add one more. It is packing, right? First we are going to perform this bottling in the work center, and after that we perform the packing. So we have the we don't have the packing. Let's search it out. Search by the name. So we have two operations for this work definition. First is we are going to bottling this item, and there's in the next standard operation we have the packing of this bottle, right? No issue. On this 7 edit. This is edit work definition details, right? Now go to down. This is our first standard operation, and this is our second standard operation. Let's click on that. It will show you the resources, right? You can see this is again, click on that resource. Right. So under first operation we have the resources like a technician, we have the filling machine and the capping machine and the labeling machine for this bottling, right? So we have the you can say the resources are the equipment, and the labor you can see. So the labors are the technician, and these are the equipment for this resource, right? So we have already defined the resources for this standard operation, right? So the packing, let's click on this packing. Packing also have the resources, and they are the technician, right, who pack the bottle in our plant, right? No issue. So we have the item primary, and we have some settings over here, right? This is the operation. If you want to add more operations, so you can search from here and you can drag it and drop it here, so that you can add the operation uh, in this standard operation, right? Suppose we added the bottling is the standard operation, and this is in-house operation, this is a supplier operation, so you can add over here and all, right? Now let's expand all and click on this collect, and click on this collected item, right? Now click on this action. Now you can add it. So this is the edit icon over here to edit some. Yes, you can edit the sequence code, uh, right? And right, no issue. Cancel out. Right. So in this way you can create a discrete work definition in our manufacturing plant, right? So this is a very easy way to create this one. Click on save and close. Right. So we have added and operations, and we can add it and add the resource, operation resource. We have done all the things in the discrete work definition, right? Now let's move to the process work definition, right? So in this process work definition, we have the work definition name is the same as the discrete work definition, same as the header, and we have the operation item, and the operation resources are the same. But one thing is added in this process of manufacturing is operation output. So we have to add this operation output in this process work definition, right? So let's create one process work definition in our manufacturing plant, right? So again, let's create, click on this create, right? So first we have to define the name of this data process work definition. Let's copy it, and we have the data underscore process underscore work underscore definition, right? Now let's enter in the description over here, right? And the same type, and you can use as a planning, right? Click on save and close, right? So this is the way you can create the name of this, right? No issue. Now let's done. Again, click on this task list, click on this manage work definition, right? So this is a work definition. So click on this create icon, and now we are going to create the uh, work method as a process manufacturing, right? So we are going to create a process manufacturing process work. Suppose we have the data energy drink, right? And this is the primary output. We have to define first what is the output we have to create, right? So we have to define our output. So we are going to create one energy drink. So what is the item? It's 5080 528B, right? So we have the bulk supremo fitness drink, right? We are going to create this one, this item in our process manufacturing, right? So this is the output description, and same as the unit of measure. And one thing we have to define, this is page quantity, how much quantity you are going to produce at the last. We have to define this one, right? We have to define like 2000 1000 gallon, right? And work definition same as we have to define. This is the discrete. Now we are going to select our process. So process work definition, this is our process name, work definition name, right? Right, no issue. The type is standard, version we have, and the base quantity is the same as the costing batch output size, right? Yeah, the both are same, right? So this is the basic information, and you can create new ones same as the existing, right? Either you can create new one or you go with the existing work definition. We have two options for this create work definition. Right. We have the attachment also. Click on this next. Right. So again go to this one. We have created the name and the header. Now let's add the operation, and after that we will see the operation item, resources, and the outputs. So we have to add the operation output item also we have to add, right? We will see. So let's click on this add icon to add the operation for this process work definition, right? And in accordance with your manufacturing assembly, you can select your operation, right? And you can add the multiple operation. So first go with the code of we have the reconstitute is our first operation. You can see the operation type is in-house, name, work center is re. Let's add one more. In the reconstitute we are going to add our input item, and in our next uh, operation we are going to mix all the item so that we can create a drink, a fitness drink. So let's add standard operation, that is mix is our standard operation, right? And fitness drink we have to cool in this standard operation, that is cool. So first we have to define all the inputs in this reconstitute. After that we have to mix in this mix operation, and we have to cool our fitness string in the cool standard operation, right? So this is our standard operations we have in our manufacturing, right? So this is our page. This is edit work definition details of this process work definition, right? So under the reconstitute we have to define the inputs, right? And we have to mix, and in the same way we have to cool it, this mixture, this fitness drink in the cool standard operation, right? So this is our output. This is the Supremo fitness drink, but right now we are not taking this input item in this in standard operation. So first we have to define our inputs. So click on this item. We have the this bar item. Here you can search our item. Start with the item, that is 1010 5080 65, and we have juice concentrate, right? We have to define two type of juice concentrate in this uh, standard operation, right? So after searching this item into the reconstitute, so let's drag it and drop it into the reconstitute. Wait for a while. It will display one. Yes, this is a assigning operation item, right? So and this is the sequence item juice concentrate, and what is the basis, this is the variable of fixed, what is the quantity, right? So the unit of measure is gallon, so we have to define the quantity in gallon. Suppose we are adding 200 quantity of this quantity and the secondary quantity, right? No issue. And what is the supply type? right? So we have to define the assembly pool, operation pool, right? So this is push operation, right? So this is supply type is push. We are going to push our item into this standard operation, and we have the supply sub inventory, that is store, right? So let's click on OK. This reconstitute, you can say the standard operation reconstitute, right? Now let's add the water in this standard operation, right? So we have to add water, that is 507746 to W. Search it out. Right, so this is our filtered water. We have to add this operation, this item into the reconstitute, so that we can add water to the fitness string. So this is a sequence 20. This is the variable quantity in gallon. How much quantity? 1400. Right. And this is the operation pool is the supply type, right? Now let's assign one more concentrate, the juice concentrate, to this input, that is 1010508059 JC. Wait for a while, let's search it out. It's taking time. So click on OK. So GSC juice concentrate 59 bricks. Again, we have to drag in and drop it to the reconstitute, right? So this is our sequence 30. We have to define the quantity is 400, right? No issue. And what is the supply type? Now click OK. Reconstitute, right? Now let's assign the item called as vitamin. So we are going to define the vitamin to this operation mix. So vitamin we have to define over here. We have to search the item that is 338153 4VB. Now search it out. So this is the vitamin boost. So drag it and drop it to the mix. Right. So we have the operation 20 mix, sequence is 10, and we have to define the quantity is 200, right? 200 we have to define for this item, right? No issue. And the supply type is also the push. Standard operation, right? So that's okay. So these are the inputs we have to define to our items to in our standard operation, so that we can create a fitness string, right? These are the inputs, right? Now let's define the output. So we have the outputs. So output is also already we have defined in our first page of this creating of this process work definition, that is Supremo fitness string. So we have to the last, you can say, the outputs we have to cool it down, right? So at the end, when we define the inputs and we can mix this string our drinks, so what item we are going to produce, that is output is Supremo fitness string. So we have to define this string in this cool standard operation, right? So how much quantity we have? 2000 gallon quantity we have to produce, right? And the completion of some inventory is finished good. And what is the completion type? That is automatic. And what is the cost allocation? That is 99%, right? Sorry. Now click OK. Now you can see over here in check mark that appears on this output, right? It's indicating that the primary output is now assigned, right? Now let's assign a few more outputs item to appropriate work definition operation, that is, you can say, some organic waste. We have to define this organic waste. The item we have the output as a organic waste, that is 50820098W. We have the organic waste. We have to search it out in the output, and we have to define into reconstitute. Organic waste are created after the end of this creating this fitness string. So this is organic waste, right? Now let's drag it and drop it into the right. So this is reconstitute output operation. And what is the quantity in gallons? Somehow we have 0.16. And what is the cost allocation? Suppose we have 1.7%, right? And what is the completion type? That is manual, and completion sub inventory is finished good, right? And rest of the things are fetched from the item information, right? So click OK. And one more operation, one more item, that is output item we have, that is pulp. We have to define into a mixed standard operation, so that we can create a fitness string, right? Issue. So let's search it out. That is 4087255 and P, right? This is pulp, right? So we have to define this item to this mixed standard operation. So the computation type is automatic. What is the quantity we have? Quantity is 4. And what is the cost location? That is 2. Right. And click on OK. Right. So what we'll do, we are creating we are going to create the fitness string. So in the recon, our inputs and yes, you can say this is output. Output is the organic waste. And we have the inputs. After mixing this all the things, we are going to we have to mix all the items, input items, into the mix. With the output is with the output we have pulp, right? And the input item, that is vitamin, we have mixed with the with this string, right? So at the end, at the last, we have the output, that is 1. So in this way you can create this standard operation, right? Standard operation in this work definition. You can add the item, input item, you can add the output item, right, in this, right? And you can also edit this by clicking this expand button, right? We already knows, right? Now let's click on this save and close. So this is how you can create the process work definition, and you can update the costing attribute for this operation output, right? So done. So we have done this name, header, operation, the outputs, operation outputs, operation items, and the resources, right? We have done all the things, right? So this is the process work definition, and this is distance work definition, right? So thanks for attending this session. Thank you so much.
Recording stopped.